So, over the last couple of days, World of T-Shirts, Josh Block has found himself in Chicago. This was after going to the Bahamas, Miami, and LA over the last week. And while he was in Chicago, a whole bunch of stuff happened, and none of it was good. It looks like a lot of stuff went really bad. A lot of people started messing with him, and it was really unfortunate because he ended up getting screwed over by a few things. He did go to a Cubs game, which going to a Cubs game I think is a really cool thing. But some stuff happened, and I'm about to show a video of what happened to him, I believe, leaving the Cubs game, and then we can talk about that. Because it was rather unfortunate, and I'm honestly surprised, in this case, that the police actually weren't involved. Because in this case, I do believe the police being involved would have been appropriate, simply due to the fact that, well, I'll just show you the video.
Josh, it's okay. Let's keep walking. Come on. Josh, come on. Dude, you're a fucking scumbag.
Go get him! Oh my god! Oh my
god!
It's alcohol. What is it? That was water, I think.
Water.
It's not. It's vinegar. Put the fries in the bag. Vinegar. It's vinegar.
Come on, Josh. We're going to fire. Josh, we're going to fire.
There's vinegar all over mine.
Josh, come on.
Ow! It fucking burns.
You okay? You okay?
There's vinegar on my
burn.
shirt.
Come on.
There's vinegar on my shirt. Where'd they get the vinegar from?
He just poured vinegar in his shirt.
Where'd they get vinegar?
Yes, Josh had vinegar poured on him at the Chicago Cubs game on the way out, which was unfortunate and also illegal, as that would be considered assault and battery under pretty much every definition of that. Now, I know that people like to go and tell Josh to put the fries in the bag, and a common topping for French fries is vinegar. There's a huge difference between yelling, "Put the fries in the bag," and dumping vinegar on somebody. And you should never dump vinegar on somebody. You should never dump anything on anybody. Obviously, the Ice Bucket Challenge is a little bit different, and the Ice Bucket Challenge for ALS and all that. But just don't dump vinegar on anybody. Now, other things happened with Josh in Chicago, but this was the big one. At least at first, because I feel like this was what created everything else that happened, and it was rather unfortunate that it happened like that.
It was kegs and shit. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Can't you see him seizing? You just watched me have a seizure, and this is the way you treat me? How you treat me? I'm scared.
Jesus Christ. So, somebody just hold the door closed. Just hold
I'm
it.
out of water!
Get on the elevator. Just hold it. We'll meet you upstairs. We'll meet you right at the top.
Fucking bitch.
The kid was just relentless. Just stop. Just stop. No, you don't need that. You don't need it. Josh. We're fine. He's fine. He's fine. He didn't mean to. He thought the door had to open. Jesus Christ.
So here's another clip where Josh appears to be having a seizure, and he's talking about having a seizure in it and claims to be having a seizure. Now, the thing with Josh is he has said that he fakes his seizures and does it in that way. I believe that we should, in any case, if somebody is appearing to have a seizure, you should attempt to help them by either assessing the situation or calling 911. If you don't know what the hell you're doing, don't do anything. But this was a large group around Josh that appeared to be overstimulating him. So I could see him having an autistic meltdown because there were a bunch of people there overstimulating him. I'm sure he got fries in the bag a few times. Large group of people. But just the idea of him doing that and just faking a seizure really bothers me. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. It bothers me because it makes me think, Josh, why? And like a lot of people have sympathy for Josh. And I have sympathy for Josh for obviously losing his mother at a young age. His father is apparently in rehab according to him. Which isn't great, but I also if you'd like to know exactly what you should do with that, it's you should try to get into therapy. He's using substances as a way of coping, and unfortunately these substances are being encouraged by other people, and he makes money by doing these things. And by making money by doing these things, he has a major problem, which it's a never-ending, it's a positive feedback loop. If you remember that from your bio, it's a positive feedback loop. And because it's a positive feedback loop, that means that he has the situation where he's going to keep doing this, and he's going to keep trying to do it because he's making money. And yeah, it frustrates him, but because it frustrates him, he needs more and more alcohol, not just because he's frustrated and he's overwhelmed, but also because that's just how alcohol works. And there's the other thing of the very first time World of T-Shirts used the word fries in the bag was when he was telling people that it was a way to make fun of minimum wage workers. And that really makes people be less sympathetic.
I'm in danger. I'm a celebrity. I'm at the Strong City Salon. People are after me.
Put the fries in the bag, Josh!
Did you just hear that? Send an officer here now. They have knives.
They don't, Josh. I'm gonna lock the
Send an officer here already.
Can I lock the door? Bro, go.
Drunk style. I'm from the roughest neighborhood in the
Bro, go. What's the business owner? Back up. Guys, you guys have a meet and greet after. Stop.
I'm in danger. Send someone over here now.
Josh, stop.
Someone said they had a knife. I didn't see a knife.
No, he's a celebrity.
Yesterday I was in downtown Chicago and all hell broke loose.
Give his info.
We called.
You don't want to associate with them?
No.
I want them out.
They barged in the business. They barged in the back. They went in the back door too.
Okay, so in this one, Josh is at the nail salon getting a manicure and a pedicure, which, okay, cool. I'm happy for him for that. If that's what he wants to do, go ahead. Anybody can go and do it. Now, he does, for some reason, attract people who are going there and with him. And for some reason, they're just there. And they start chanting fries in a bag, stuff like that. Now, what's interesting here is Josh calls the cops and says he's a celebrity. Which, is Josh a celebrity? Technically, yes. He's got over 4 million followers on TikTok. I would qualify that as a celebrity. That's not even like niche internet micro-celebrity. That's like just straight up a celebrity. Somebody who you would expect to be famous. Like, for example, the year I got 68 million views, and the year after, I got recognized a few times. At work, at the bar I worked at, which was pretty cool. Keemstar gets recognized all the time in Buffalo. Because he's Keemstar, and he's a celebrity. Josh will get recognized wherever he goes for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is he announces where he's going, and unfortunately people, when they announce where they're going, unfortunately that makes people more prone to do that. Like for, if you look at my Instagram bio, I haven't changed it. I put down that I was going to UBCon. But, like, everybody knew I was going to be there because I was running it. So I put that there. And, like, if I'm planning on doing more cosplaying and stuff, so I'm going to probably put, like, hey, this is where the convention I'm going to be at next. So if you want to do that, and as long as you're respectful, blah, blah, blah. People aren't respectful with Josh. But I'm really worried that Josh thought that the most appropriate response was to call the cops and tell them they have knives. Because when you tell the cops that people have weapons, they take things seriously, and that means they're more likely to show up. But not only are they more likely to show up, they're more likely to show up with their own weapons, and bad things happen, which is not good. You don't want that to happen. So thankfully, nobody was injured, and Josh did end up getting a police escort out of this. But Josh being like, yep, we've got people coming after me with knives, that's encouraging the police officers to show up, which, okay, he's gaming the system there, but he's also putting people's lives at risk for no reason.
Hurry! Knife! 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 I make money now! Yes, I do! Yeah! Run him over! Run him over!
Right, who punched the car? Who punched the car? Who punched the car? Who punched the car?
Not me,
Who punched
bro.
the car? Who did that?
Was it
Who
me,
did
man?
that? Who
Was
did
it
that?
me?
Who did that?
Was it me?
So in this one, people are knocking on the door to the car, which, fine, you can knock on the door to the car. You may not like it, people may not like it, you may not like the response you get, but in this one, Josh says, "Knife! Knives!" So I don't know if he's seeing knives, or if he thinks that everybody's after him with knives. I'm confused. I'm genuinely confused and concerned here, because it's a very common theme that Josh says people are after him with knives. And when he does that, you worry about what's going to happen, you worry about his mental health, you worry about how he's going to react to other people. But if somebody's after me with a knife, my first reaction isn't, I make more money than you. My first reaction is to get as far away from them as possible. And since Josh was in a motor vehicle, and they weren't, lock the door, roll up the windows, and drive away. Which I think that was a thing that they were trying to do, but it clearly didn't happen. So that's really unfortunate. I don't know why Josh does that. I don't know where the knife thing came from. And it's really just bad.
Fucking A, bro. Dude. Fucking leave it alone, man. Where he's going.
Are you in the rack, Josh?
Josh in the rack. Josh in the rack, baby.
Josh, throw on GD, Josh! What's the fucking... Throw on
Put
GD! Put the in the bag!
So that appears to be Josh from his hotel walking out to the car, and people just swarming him and going, put the fries in the bag. Totally inappropriate. If somebody should not be going to your hotel unless invited. Now, if you're invited to the hotel, great, go. Just don't tell him to put the fries in the bag, because that's not why he invited you. This was interesting because he keeps saying, how did you find me? How did you find me? I'm fairly certain that this was actually live streamed on Party. So Josh's location, because he's an IRL streamer realistically, is always pretty public. And also, there are enough people around who will just tell him to put the fries in the bag that they don't necessarily have to go find him. He can just be there and they'll just fries in the bag to him, which is unfortunate. But that's just the way that the cookie crumbles. And, yeah, Josh's reaction here actually seemed pretty calm. How did you find me? Yeah, kind of annoying to them, but really they're annoying him, and he'd like to know how they got there. When you think logically, you know how they got there. He was live streaming, so that's how they got there. He gave them the information. So, yeah. And again, thank you for tuning into the videos. Don't forget that you can also see me on Patreon at Sammy5436, where it's $1 a month. I also am seeable on Instagram at Sammy5436. TikTok at Sammy5436. I'm on Blue Sky at Sammy5436, though I don't use that often. I believe I'm on Tumblr at Sammy5436, but I haven't used that in at least a year. And you can find me at my business email, thetrapezoidtalks5436@gmail.com. Any information you need to send to those business emails will be looked at. I generally look at my business email on Wednesdays and Sundays, so just do be advised that I do not always have the ability to respond immediately, but if you do send an email to my business email, and as long as it's not offensive, I will respond if it's something I'm interested in with something positive, and if it's something I'm not interested in, I will thank you for your email and go ahead and say that there may be a future opportunity for us to collaborate if that's something you're interested in.